On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Awkward.
Making you feel uncomfortable or embarrassed, causing inconvenience or difficulty.
Examples:
An awkward expression. An awkward date. The awkward design of the interface made the operation difficult.
Ice-breaking.
A situation, activity, or conversation that is intended to help people become more comfortable with one another and establish rapport, especially in a formal or unfamiliar setting.
Examples:
Ice-breaking activity. Ice-breaking session. The ice-breaking game helped the team members get to know each other better.
Superpower.
A country or nation that has significant global influence or formidable military, economic, or technological strength. A supernatural ability or force capable of extraordinary feats or feats beyond normal human capabilities.
Examples:
Superpower country. Superpower leader. The ability to fly like a bird is often considered a superpower in comic books and movies.
Bounce.
To cause to move up or away after hitting a surface, to spring back.
Examples:
Bounce across the floor. Bounce back from failure. They will bounce between various emotional states.
Excitement.
A feeling of great enthusiasm and eagerness.
Examples:
The excitement in the business world. Aesthetic excitement. The excitement of the upcoming concert was palpable among the crowd.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Hover.
To stay in one place in the air.
Examples:
Hover between life and death. Hover around the table. Two birds were hovering overhead.
Trail.
A path or track roughly through a countryside, mountain, or forest area, often made or used for a particular purpose. Verb, to lag or linger behind.
Examples:
A warm trail. Follow the trail. The storm left a trail of destruction behind it.
Blank.
Without any writing or printing, empty or devoid of ideas, information, or meaning, unable to remember or recall information.
Examples:
Blank expression. Blank paper. The computer screen displayed nothing but a blank white screen.
Fellow.
Someone who has the same job or interests as you, or is in the same class, profession, or situation as you.
Examples:
Junior fellow. Nice fellow. He is the kind of fellow who only works for his success.
Grade:
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Appreciation:
The act of recognizing and valuing the worth or importance of something or someone, gratitude or thankfulness, an increase in value over time.
Examples:
Express my appreciation. Appreciation for diversity. The artist received a lot of appreciation for his latest work.
Emotional:
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Desire:
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Witness:
A person who sees something happen, especially a crime or an accident.
Examples:
Witness of the car accident. A material witness. The manufacturing industry is witnessing fierce competition.
Capture:
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Elusive:
Difficult to find, define, achieve, or remember.
Examples:
An elusive criminal. Track down an elusive fact. The physicist who found the elusive particle won the Nobel Prize.
Photograph:
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
Photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Precious:
Uncommon and extremely valuable.
Examples:
Price of precious metals. Precious information. We cannot afford to squander precious time.
Decide:
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples.
A picture frame. The frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Blur.
A faint or indistinct image or sound, something that is not clear or distinct. Verb, to become unclear, to lose clear vision.
Examples.
Blur image. Motion blur. The camera's focus was off, and the image was a blur of colors and shapes.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples.
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Graduated.
Having received a degree from a school, college, or university, marked with or divided into levels or degrees.
Examples.
Graduated taxation. Graduated flask. She was a graduated student of a prestigious university.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples.
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples.
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Dramatic.
Very sudden, very excellent, or full of action and excitement.
Examples.
Make dramatic changes. A dramatic rescue at sea. The statement had a dramatic impact on house prices.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples.
Scream a profanity. Scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Agony.
Extreme physical or mental pain or suffering, often prolonged or intense.
Examples.
Severe agony. Emotional agony. The athlete fell to the ground in agony after injuring their ankle.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples.
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Persistent.
Continuing firmly or obstinately in the course of action, despite difficulty or opposition, lasting or enduring without fading or being lost over time.
Examples:
Persistent cough. Persistent data. Despite the setbacks, he remained persistent in his pursuit of his dreams.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Numerous.
Amounting to a large indefinite number.
Examples:
Numerous countries. As numerous as the sand. These descriptions are based on a number of numerous assumptions.
Joint.
Shared, held, or made between two or more people. Noun, the point of connection between two bones or elements of a skeleton.
Examples:
A joint venture. The bone of a joint. After the summit meeting, the prime ministers issued a joint statement.
Ache.
To experience a dull, persistent pain or discomfort, typically of moderate or low intensity, to feel a continuous dull pain.
Examples:
Ache abominably. Ache all the time. I ache all over after running a marathon yesterday.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Self-doubt.
Lack of confidence in one's abilities or oneself.
Examples:
Overcome self-doubt. Spiral of self-doubt. I was filled with self-doubt.
Grad.
Informal for graduate, a student who has recently graduated or is about to graduate from a school, college, or university.
Examples:
High school grad. Grad student. He was proud to be a grad of the prestigious university.
Mysterious.
Difficult to understand, explain, or identify, having an aura of secrecy, intrigue, or puzzlement.
Examples:
Mysterious object. Mysterious stranger. The mysterious disappearance of the ship remains unsolved.
Unwavering.
Not changing or becoming weaker in any way, remaining steadily fixed or resolute in purpose or commitment.
Examples:
Unwavering commitment. Unwavering confidence. She showed unwavering loyalty to her friend through thick and thin.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples:
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples:
Improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Worsen.
To become or make something worse.
Examples:
Worsen a relation. Worsen the food problem. Unilateral import bans have worsened that country's terms of trade.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Fog.
A thick cloud consisting of tiny water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the air at or near the Earth's surface. A weather condition in which visibility is reduced because of a cloud of water.
Examples:
A dense fog. Front fog lights. The fog cleared away, and the star-filled sky appeared.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Parietal.
Relating to or situated near the wall of a body cavity, of, relating to, or involving the walls or outer surfaces of an organ or structure.
Examples:
Parietal cortex, parietal bone. The parietal lobe of the brain is responsible for processing sensory information.
Lobe.
A rounded projection or division, especially of the brain, lung, or liver.
Examples:
Lobe of the liver, frontal lobe. The lungs are divided into 5 lobes.
Schedule.
A list of planned activities, tasks, or things that must be completed showing when they are intended to happen or be done.
Examples:
A heavy schedule. Arrange my schedule. So far, the meeting is going according to schedule.
Surgery.
Medical treatment of injuries or diseases involving an incision with instruments and often removing or replacing some parts of the body, the branch of medical science that treats disease or injury by operative procedures.
Examples:
Cardiac surgery. The professor of surgery. He had undergone heart surgery years before.
Tumor.
A mass of diseased tissue that forms when cells in the body divide and grow in an uncontrolled way.
Examples:
Tumor growth. Tumor at remote sites. The patient was diagnosed with a tumor in her lung.
Benign.
Kind and gentle, not harmful or malicious.
Examples:
Benign tumor. A benign smile. The lump was discovered to be benign, and no further treatment was needed.
Removal.
The act of taking something away or off from a particular place.
Examples:
Dental tartar removal. Removal truck. The removal of the statue caused much controversy in the community.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Pathology.
The study of the nature and cause of diseases and disorders, the medical specialty that deals with the diagnosis and treatment of diseases and disorders.
Examples:
Benign pathology. Clinical pathology. The pathology report showed no signs of cancer, giving her family a sense of relief.
Anaplastic.
Exhibiting a lack of normal differentiation or structure, usually referring to cancer cells that are undifferentiated and rapidly growing.
Examples:
Anaplastic gliomas. Anaplastic astrocytoma. An anaplastic tumor is a fast-growing and aggressive form of cancer.
Astrocytoma.
A type of brain tumor that develops from abnormal glial cells called astrocytes.
Examples:
Astrocytoma tumor. High-grade astrocytoma. The symptoms of an astrocytoma can include headaches, seizures, and problems with balance or coordination.
Microscopic.
Tiny, exceedingly precise and detail-oriented, of or used in microscopy.
Examples:
Microscopic inquiry. Microscopic analysis. Inspectors noticed microscopic cracks in the submarine's hull.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
Diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Aggressive.
Behaving in an angry, energetic, or threatening way towards another person, tending to spread quickly.
Examples:
An aggressive war. An aggressive tumor. An aggressive tide wrecked the ship.
Incurable.
Not able to be cured, healed, or remedied, beyond recovery or redemption.
Examples:
Incurable patient. Incurable romantic. The patient was diagnosed with an incurable disease and given only a few months to live.
Recurrent.
Occurring again, repeatedly, or frequently, returning.
Examples:
Recurrent problem. Recurrent miscarriage. The patient has been experiencing recurrent headaches for weeks.
Recur.
To happen repeatedly or occur again from time to time, to come back or return to one's mind or awareness.
Examples:
Recur repeatedly. Recur after appropriate treatment. I always have nightmares that recur occasionally and prevent me from getting a good night's sleep.
Terminal.
A building or place where buses, trains, or airplanes stop and where passengers or goods can be picked up or dropped off. Adjective, of or situated at the ends of a delivery route.
Examples:
Terminal disease. A terminal syllable. The terminal at the airport is where passengers catch their flights.
Timeline.
A series of events arranged in chronological order and displayed along a line, usually drawn left to right or top to bottom.
Examples:
Timeline of science history. Lay out a timeline. He imposed a timeline on the project.
Unpredictable.
Not capable of being foreseen or calculated, not regular or certain.
Examples:
Dangerously unpredictable person. Unpredictable outcome. The weather in this region is often unpredictable, with sudden rainstorms and strong winds.
Chemo.
Short for chemotherapy, a treatment for cancer that uses drugs to destroy cancer cells.
Examples:
Chemo patient. Chemoradiotherapy. The side effects of chemo, such as nausea and hair loss, were a major concern for the patient.
Radiation.
The energy that comes from a nuclear reaction in the form of rays, waves, or particles, and that can be hazardous to health.
Examples:
Exposure to radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. He tried every possible treatment, including chemotherapy and radiation therapy.
Likelihood.
The probability or chance that something will happen or be the case.
Examples:
Likelihood of the success. Improve the likelihood of a cure. The likelihood of the project being completed on time is uncertain.
Recurrence.
The act of happening again or recurring, the return of something, such as a disease or symptom, after a period of abatement or remission.
Examples:
Recurrence rate. Recurrence after chemotherapy. The recurrence of the flu every winter is a common occurrence.
Grief.
A very great sadness, especially when somebody dies.
Examples:
Have grief and sorrow. A lot of grief. Each person has a unique grief experience.
Purple.
Of a color intermediate between red and blue.
Examples:
Deep purple. Purple sweet potatoes. The plant has a stunning purple blossom.
Cloak.
A type of loose, outer garment worn over the shoulders and fastened at the neck, often with a hood, something that covers or conceals something else, a mask or disguise.
Examples:
Cloakroom. Hooded cloak. The magician seemed to disappear when he threw his cloak over himself.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Devastate.
To wreck a place or an area or cause significant damage.
Examples:
Devastate an area. Devastate the economy. Earthquakes can also trigger tsunamis, which devastate coastal areas.
Regain.
To get something back or recover something after it has been lost or taken away.
Examples:
Regain our reputation. Regain my health. After years of hard work, he finally regained his financial stability.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
Strength of the economy. Muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Hallway.
An interior passage or corridor onto which rooms open.
Examples:
The head of a hallway. Wax a hallway floor. He dashed down a hallway to a bathroom.
Glance.
To give a quick or brief look, to hit something at an angle.
Examples:
Glance around nervously. Glance at him miserably. I casually glanced into the small hut.
Despair.
The feeling that there is no hope and you cannot do anything to improve a difficult situation.
Examples:
Despair at the future. Untold despair. His friend's death drove him to despair.
Session.
A formal meeting or series of meetings for the execution of a particular group's functions, a period spent doing a particular activity.
Examples:
The morning session. The court session. Parliament is now in session.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Volunteer.
A person who performs or offers to perform a job or service without being paid for or forced to do.
Examples:
Seek volunteers. My volunteer work. The teachers make full use of volunteer assistance.
Induce.
To persuade someone to do something, to cause to act in a specific manner.
Examples:
Induce a crisis. Induce him to see a doctor. The lack of sleep induces both physical and psychological diseases.
Fatigue.
A feeling of tiredness or weariness, especially as a result of physical or mental exertion. The reduction in the strength or efficiency of a material or structure due to repeated use or stress.
Examples:
Fatigue breaking. Fatigue caused by overwork. The metal showed signs of fatigue after being subjected to repeated stress.
Spark.
To start something or make it grow, especially suddenly, to emit a tiny piece of fire or electricity.
Examples:
Spark his interest. Spark a chain reaction. The bankruptcy of the giant conglomerate sparked turmoil in the stock market.
Extinguish.
To cause a fire to stop burning or light to stop shining.
Examples:
Extinguish a cigarette. Extinguish the street lamp. Firefighters made every effort to extinguish the blaze immediately.
Strand.
A very thin natural or synthetic thread, wire, hair, etc. Verb, to leave or drive a vessel, fish, etc., aground or ashore.
Examples:
A strand of fine hair. Double-strand DNA. I heard several melodic strands simultaneously.
Weave.
To make cloth, a carpet, a basket, etc., by repeatedly crossing a single thread through two sets of long threads at a right angle to them.
Examples:
Weave on a loom. Weave a story. The girl weaves a garland for her friend.
Blend.
To mix or combine two or more substances.
Examples:
Blend all the elements. Blend milk and cream. The toad altered its appearance to better blend in with its new environments.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Warn.
To make someone aware of potential danger or difficulty, particularly one that may occur in the future.
Examples:
Warn a reckless driver. Warned me of the plan. I attempted to warn him, but he ignored me.
Unsure.
Not certain or having doubts.
Examples:
Unsure how to deal with. Feel unsure of me. He was unsure if the recent economic turmoil affected his company's sales decline.
Stroke.
A medical condition in which poor blood flow to the brain causes cell death, the act of swinging or striking at a ball with a club, racket, etc.
Examples:
Suffer stroke. A stroke of the putter. This year's extreme heat has resulted in many heat stroke cases.
Gesture.
A movement of the hands, head, or face that express a particular meaning.
Examples:
Gesture of goodwill. Hand gesture. She made a facial gesture to express disagreement.
Grace.
A quality of being pleasing, especially in appearance or manner, a temporary exemption, especially an extended period granted as a special favor, a short prayer of thanks before a meal.
Examples:
Say a grace. End of the grace period. The old oak tree stood with grace and majesty in the park center.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Desperate.
Feeling or showing a lack of hope and a willingness to do anything because of the problematic situation.
Examples:
Her desperate screams. Desperate attempt. He was desperate when he lost all his money by gambling.
Imaginable.
Capable of being imagined.
Examples:
Easily imaginable. Worst imaginable case. This is the only imaginable strategy.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Holy.
Of or related to a god, divine power, or a particular religion.
Examples:
A holy man. A holy shrine. They gathered to hear the holy teachings of the Guru.
Swallow.
To make food, drink, pills, etc., pass down your throat into your stomach. Noun, small long-winged songbird noted for swift, graceful flight and the regularity of its migrations.
Examples:
Swallow a handful of pills. A swallowtail. I swallowed my anger and kept quiet.
Dread.
To be very afraid of or worried about something that is going to happen or that might happen.
Examples:
Dread failure. Dread getting old. We all dread to think about what will happen if the company goes bankrupt.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Erase.
To remove something completely, especially by rubbing it.
Examples:
Erase a memory. Erased the files. He attempted to erase the misspelled word.
Immense.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Immense amount. Immense pressure. He left his wife an immense fortune.
Brutal.
Harsh or cruel.
Examples:
Brutal bully. Brutal honesty. The brutal attack left the victim with serious injuries.
Terrain.
The physical features of a piece of land, including hills, valleys, rivers, and forests.
Examples:
Terrain map. Permafrost terrain. The mountainous terrain was rough and rocky.
Visible.
Capable of being seen, or open to easy view.
Examples:
Visible stars. Visible by X-ray. My home is easily visible from the shore.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Stable.
Firm and steady, not easily moved, disturbed, or changed.
Examples:
In stable condition. Have a stable job. Relations between the two countries have been relatively stable due to the summit meeting.
Devastating.
Causing a great deal of destruction or damage.
Examples:
Have devastating effects. Treat this devastating disease. This typhoon was the most devastating in years.
Shatter.
To break suddenly into many pieces.
Examples:
Shatter the plate. Shatter a world record. Her husband's death shattered her life entirely.
Grieve.
To feel or show great sadness or sorrow, especially for someone who has died.
Examples:
Grieve for loss. Grieve at the sad news. She grieved the loss of her parents.
Mourn.
To feel or express sorrow, grief, or sadness, especially over the death of someone.
Examples:
Mourn with deep grief. Mourn death. We mourned the loss of our dear friend at the memorial service.
Awful.
Causing fear, dread, or terror, very bad or unpleasant.
Examples:
An awful error. Do awful damage. I regretted making an awful mistake in my final exam.